Hey there. Welcome back to the Free Black Women's Library YouTube channel. Hello, darling. How are you, darling? Good? I hope you are feeling really, really good. I hope you're doing very, very well. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for liking it. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Ooh, how are you? I am feeling really, really good. As you can tell, I am having a really nice day. I'm having a really good week. My daughter graduated from high school this week, and that's exciting. I'm in proud mommy mode at this moment, and will probably be in this mode for days and weeks to come. So excited for her and all that her future holds, and so proud of her that she made it through high school with style and grace and brilliance and just awesomeness. Yeah. So anywho, that's what's going on with me. Leave a comment, let me know what's going on with you. How's your June? How was your Juneteenth? Did you celebrate? Oh, somebody's playing Beat It outside. Random. Anywho, speaking of random, this video is a little bit different from my other videos in that I am not talking about a book. I am not reading a short story. I am doing a recap, reaction, review. I'm not sure which word to use. Recap, react, so I'm using all three. Recap, reaction, review. All right? So I've been wanting to do this for a long time, actually. I've been wanting to do this for months now. And I've been trying to find the perfect TV series to focus on. And it's been challenging because there's not a lot of good stuff out there. Or I guess I should say there's not a lot of stuff out there that I would want to talk about at length. And I honestly thought about doing Insecure for a little while, but media is so saturated with, do you guys hear that? Michael Jackson. I'm gonna keep going, okay? I hope that's okay. Anywho, I was going to do Insecure, thought about doing Insecure, but social media is saturated with recaps, reactions, reviews of Insecure. Like, there's so much stuff out there about Insecure. So, you know, I felt like that area was pretty well handled, and I just wanted to do something a little different. But while I was watching Insecure, I found the perfect show. It was a trailer that they showed for the very last episode for a new TV series called I May Destroy You. Now, I May Destroy You stars Michaela Coel. And as soon as I saw Michaela Coel in the trailer, I was automatically intrigued because I love Michaela Coel. Love, okay? I think she's so beautiful and so talented and so amazing. You know, just like a stunning, dynamic presence. And I first saw her in the TV series that came out, I think it came out in 2018, 2017, Chewing Gum. It was really popular. So I first discovered her in Chewing Gum, and I wasn't a big fan of Chewing Gum, but I was a big fan of her in Chewing Gum, if that makes sense. I was like, who is this woman? Like, what's up with her, you know? And ever since seeing her in that, I've just been following her career and watching her blossom and bloom, and it's been great. She was in another series for Netflix called Black Earth Rising, which was not a comedy, it was a drama. And she was stunning in that. Oh my God, she was so good. You know, she looks so good on camera, and she just conveys emotion in a really subtle, beautiful way. So, yeah, I saw her in Black Earth Rising, and then I saw her again in a musical, kind of like love story, and she was like singing and dancing, which was, I was like, you could sing too, girl. Okay, come, what can't you do? So she was great in that, and I'm probably going to do a video about that film in the future, because I am doing film reviews as well. But either way, let's talk about I May Destroy You. Let me know if you are watching it. Leave a comment. Let me know if you're watching it. Let me know if you think of it. Let me know if you watch Chewing Gum or Black Earth Rising. I would love to hear your thoughts. But I'm going to talk about May I Destroy You, episode 1. And if this video is not too long, I'll talk about episode 2 in this video as well. If it feels like it's too long, I'm going to cut it short. And I'm going to do a separate video for episode 2. Okay? So, anywho. So, I May Destroy You. I have some notes here. So, if you see me looking down, I'm just looking at my notes. I May Destroy You is written, directed, produced, and starring Michaela Coel. Okay? It is based on a true story, true experience of something that happened to her. Okay? So she is all up and through this piece. Like, her essence, her talent, her genius, her creativity is all up and through. And I really love the idea of taking an experience, whether it be something that was traumatic or painful, and turning it into a work of art or a piece of art, whether it be a film or a painting or a dance performance or a book. I think there's something very healing and something very empowering about that, because you're getting to redefine and reshape that moment into something else. Now they're playing Dirty Diana. Someone's having a Michael Jackson moment. Anywho. I'm gonna keep shooting, and hopefully that noise is not drowning me out. And I'm just gonna be more careful about when I shoot. Anywho, I'm also repotting a plant. I have this plant, and it's gonna go into this pot. So I'm gonna do that while I talk to you, okay? Okay. So I May Destroy You is on HBO, and like I said, it's written, directed, produced, and starring Michaela Coel, based on a true experience that she had while she was working on Chewing Gum, where she had this experience where she actually lost time. Like, while she was out writing and working, she took a break to go and hang out with some friends, and the next day or hours later discovered that she had lost time, and then discovered that she was actually assaulted. So it's not light material at all. It's very heavy, okay? But it's handled in a very intentional way. It's handled in a very gentle way, you know? It's not in your face. It's not sensationalized. It's not, you know, trying to like pull the tears out of you and look at this horrible thing. You know, it's very subtle. And so far, they haven't even shown exactly what happened. I'm not sure if they're gonna go there. I'm a little bit nervous about that, but I'm trusting her as a writer, and an artist, to tell her story in the way that it needs to be told. So Michaela Coel plays Arabella. Arabella is the lead character. She is a writer, and she is a social media darling, an internet star, because her book is connected to Twitter. And I guess I should say spoiler alert, spoilers. You know, if you're watching this and you haven't watched the series, I'm talking about the show. So this video is gonna be filled with spoilers. So anywho, yeah. Arabella is in Italy when we first meet her. She's in Italy saying goodbye to her boyfriend. Now I want to make sure I say his name correctly. Biagio. He's Italian. He's fine. He's really good looking. And I'm calling him her boyfriend, but he doesn't call himself that, and she doesn't really call him that. So I guess they're like maybe friends with benefits or just lovers, but Michaela definitely wants to be more. And that's something that she expresses repeatedly while saying goodbye to him. And he doesn't really give her that affirmation, that confirmation that she is his woman. So I'm feeling a little bad for her already, you know, but she looks really cute. She's rocking this pink wig, and you know, she's got suitcases, and he is being a gentleman. He's helping her with her suitcases. He's opening the door. He's telling the cab driver where to go, etc., etc. So he's being very chivalrous. He's just not giving her those words that she wants to hear. So either way, Michaela heads back to London. She has her best friend. We meet her best friend Terry. And we also meet her roommate Ben. So we meet Ben, we meet Terry, those are her friends. We meet Kwame, who's also her friend, who loves to scroll Grindr or Tinder or some type of app looking for trade. And we meet her literary agents, Justine and Terrence. And yeah, we meet all those folks right off the bat, back to back in the very beginning. And Terry seems really sweet and really fun. Ben also seems very sweet and very fun. I think he might have a little crush on her, but I'm not sure. He looks at her in a really adoring way. So that's cute. I'm not sure if the feeling is mutual. And then her agents are kind of upset with her because her first draft of her book been due, but she hasn't turned it in. And apparently that's part of why they sent her to Italy, is so that she could write, and she didn't send them anything. And they're like, oh, we saw you're posting your pictures on social media. Where's that draft of your book? And she's like, it's coming, it's great, it's good. So, anywho, how does that look? I think it needs a little more dirt. So, anywho, she is, you know, she really wants to finish this book, but she's feeling kind of challenged. Maybe she's got writer's block. She doesn't really say, but she's determined to get it done. So, you know, she spends a little bit of time with her friends when she first gets back, and then she goes to the literary office to work, you know, to focus and to work. But we also meet Simon and Kat. Now, Simon is supposedly one of her best friends. I say supposedly because there's something about him that seems a little sketch. Simon and Kat have been together for 8 years. Kat is Simon's girlfriend, and Kat seems to, I don't know, according to Simon, Kat doesn't like Arabella, but I don't really get that impression. Not in a way that feels very clear. I think she is ambivalent towards her in a way, but that remains to be seen. And Simon and Kat are on their way to having a threesome. You know, Kat really wants to have a threesome, and Simon is like down for it, acting like he feels reluctant about it, but he's down for it. So Alyssa is someone that they meet on an app, and Alyssa is really beautiful. So we meet Alyssa. We meet a lot of people in this first episode, a lot of characters. We also meet DeRay, Simon's friend. He's an American. And DeRay and Simon are friends. So Simon is blowing up Arabella's phone, like, come hang out, come spend time with us. He's acting like he's trying to hook her up with his American friend, and he convinces her to come out, you know, even though she knows she's got work to do and she should not go out. She sets her timer for an hour and decides she's gonna go hang out for an hour, which is impossible. Okay, that's already kind of silly. But either way, she goes out, meets up with Simon, meets the American. The American doesn't seem like he's that into her. She doesn't seem like she's that into him either. Simon gives her a little bump of cocaine. Red flag number one. Actually, probably red flag number one is the fact that the girl that they're supposed to have the threesome with, Alyssa, Simon's actually been dating her for like 6 months. But Kat thinks that they're all meeting her for the first time. Okay? So Simon is having an affair. He has been cheating on Kat for 6 months, pretending like he doesn't want to have a threesome, pretending like he's being talked into having sex with another woman, when all this time he's been having sex with this other woman. So that's the first red flag about Simon, is the fact that he's a liar, and he's a really good one. Or so it seems. But anywho, so the second red flag is the cocaine. You know, she does a little bump of cocaine. They go do some karaoke, hip-hop karaoke. Kat's gone home because Alyssa's gone home. You know, she thinks that Alyssa maybe wasn't feeling them. So she goes home to do some work. Simon is left alone. So now it's Simon, Arabella, Alyssa, and the American. I'm going to keep calling him the American. The four of them are out. After karaoke, they go to this bar. They start doing shots. There's a white guy there who joins them. I'm not sure if we caught his name. I think it was Dave, but I'm not sure. Either way, he's with them, and they're just like drinking and dancing, having a fun little millennial time, just doing the most, laughing it up. And time passes. You know, that hour's come and gone. Arabella should have been left. But she's still there, and we see her at the bar, and she's not looking good. She's not looking good. Looks like she's kind of loopy, kind of out of it, and, you know, it's time to go back to the office so she can finish her draft. So she gets off of the bar stool, she falls down, she's knocking things down, things are breaking. She's making her way to the door, and she's like tripping over herself, and she literally fell down on the floor, and people just watch her fall, and nobody offers to help her get up. No one says anything. No one does anything. They're just like, oh, okay, drunk black girl. That's interesting. you know. So that part really bothered me because I know whenever I see like a drunk girl in the club, I always check in to make sure that she is not by herself. Like, where are your friends? How are you getting home? What's your name? Who's here with you, etc. Always. And you know, it also bothered me because all her friends they just like left her, or they're like out dancing. Like, we don't really know where they're at. It's just like she's just out there. So next thing we know, we see her like leave the bar, stumbling out of the bar, and then she's like back in the literary office where she's writing her book. How did she get there? It's a mystery. She takes a shower, cleans herself up, continues to work till the morning, and then she has a meeting with literary agents. Justin, the white literary agents, I should say. And we don't know what's written on that page, but whatever it is, doesn't seem like it's that good. Because they're like, okay. And then even when she goes to read it, she's kind of questioning, but not really sure. Mind you, she's got this gash on her head, and she's bleeding, and her phone is also smashed. Whole screen cracked. So they're like, are you okay? You know, she looks kind of out of it, like her eyes are out of it, and she's just like sitting there. And she's like, you know, I need to go. So she ends up leaving the office, going back home, and going to her room. And when she opens the door to her room, she has the doorknob, and she opens the door, and then she has a flash in her mind of the same white guy that was at the bar earlier, kind of like standing over her, sweating, looking greasy, looking bleh. And she's like, and then credits roll. So that was episode 1. And so far, I was like, this is awesome. Like, the music is awesome. The soundtrack is absolutely wonderful. The costuming is awesome. The direction, the camera, the production design, you know, visually, it just looks really good, really, really good. It doesn't look over the top. It's stylized, but it's not overdone. Like, it doesn't feel like a music video or like a millennial kind of like cookie cutter type of drama. It's artistic. So I'm already all in. And I like that the first episode, which is called Eyes, 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 by the way. Eyes, Eyes, Eyes. I like that the first episode introduces you to all these different characters, and even though it's not very long, it's long enough, and their scenes and their dialogue is layered enough that you kind of get to know them already. You kind of like know who they are. Like, you can kind of tell that something is off with Simon. You can kind of tell that, you know, Michaela is struggling with this relationship with the Italian. You can kind of tell that Terry is, you know, her best friend who like loves her. So, you know, so I'm loving what's happening so far. So I'm going to stop the video because I'm at 24 minutes, and then I'm going to do another video for episode 2. Okay? So I feel like I said everything I want to say about episode 1. Hopefully I will get better and more succinct at saying the things I want to say about this. This is like good practice for me in terms of just speaking as well. because I do tend to ramble, especially when it comes to things that I really, really like. But either way, I think that's everything I want to say. The name of her book is Chronicles of a Fed Up Millennial. And yeah. She makes it back to the writing studio with a cut on her forehead. I said that. And yeah. That's all I'm going to say about episode 1. Okay, so I made it through this video. 25 minutes is way too long, but I'll get better, okay? So hang in there with me. Don't give up on me. And watch the series with me. I want to know what other folks think of it. I'm doing this because I want to engage with people around this show, in addition to wanting to get better at making videos. So let me know what you think, all right? And definitely, if you're someone who has experienced sexual assault, body trauma, pain around, this subject matter, I am sending you so much love and so much, so much energy, healing energy, and energy around the experience. I know it's not an easy thing to get over, and I hope that you have a support system in place to help you work through it. I'm going to find some phone numbers and some links to put in the description box for folks who might need to talk to someone about it, and hopefully that will help. But this is a tender subject, so I understand if folks don't even want to watch the show. I understand. Like, if you're like, I don't want to see this at all. I don't care how beautiful or how stylized or how well done or how well acted or how awesome it is. I don't want to watch a show about assault. I understand 100% it's not for you, okay? I feel you on that. So it's definitely a subjective choice. But anyway, that's enough of that. I'm gonna stop this video now. But thanks for watching. If you've made it this long, thanks for watching. I'm going to finish the potting process in episode 2. All right, bye guys.